Okay, welcome back, Weather Kingdom. In this update, we're going to be taking a look at the latest of Malissa. And we do have a lot to talk about here in this update. Alright, so you guys have to just wait 1 second. We are watching Mellissa, the beginning of some probably serious rapid intensification. Probably the most we've seen all season. Also, likelihood of a very, very powerful core developing. I would like to see how Recon continues to look at this, because this is probably the most intense convection we have seen in a while. This is likely gearing up for a very powerful Category 5 hurricane in the next coming hours and days. Pretty much here, we are really watching Melissa just unfold here right now. And I'm currently live right here. Okay, welcome back, Weather Kingdom. In this update, we're going to be taking a look at the vigorous... Wait 1 second. Let me go back to my channel. I'm at 1K. So welcome back, you guys. We already got 7 people watching. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. If you guys are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. That'd be very greatly appreciated. So basically, this is the latest satellite imagery of Mallissa here. An absolute beast in the making, setting up for a catastrophic rapid intensification throughout tonight. And we are going to be actually watching some recon, the last little bit of recon for the night. And it looks like we could definitely get some interesting data. They might even do another patch. We're going to have some recon and some hurricane data. But this is some serious issues here. This is the core, you guys. Basically, our core is sitting right in here. And we got the most intense convection. We even got some feeder bands actually in the development here. This is a very, very nice CDO that has honestly developed here on the in the low-level center. This is a very impressive CDO, and the sign to come of major rapid intensification is very likely. So I know I am very late to the stream, but I am very sorry. I was wanting to get as late as possible and some energy that I can rest up for this. And basically, we are watching the Catastrophic event. Hey, Weather Kingdom, what is up? What is up? So, if you guys are new to the channel, please like, please subscribe. That would be very greatly appreciated. And we are going to be talking about this. So, this is the CDO of Mellissa. And clearly, you could tell this is our low-level center. I mean, let's actually go a little bit smaller here. Let's even go into black. Let's go here. Look at this, you guys. We got very vigorous motion in the low-level center, and we got this all the way wrapping around, and looks to me we even got a spark of some even deeper thunderstorm convection here. These thunderstorm cloud tops are into the 90s, you guys. You see it right in here. You got this blob of purple. That's up to 90 to even 95 degrees cold cloud tops. That's very impressive according to satellite imagery. And we can actually back this up with potentially having some lightning in the core here. And I'm going to like to take a look right into here. Let's look at that. And yeah, look at that, you guys. We got some major core development going on. We even got a lot of lightning right in this potential low-level center here in the storm. How do I know this is the low-level center? It's not really completely tilted. Is first off the recon. Recon is actually going back into this. This is going to be a very impressive pass here. I do think they might even find some 60 to 70 mile an hour wind support, as they are going to be basically passing as much as they could right through here and just go into the heart of this. They likely will find some very, very powerful winds, And then the question is, do they try and do this and then go out? I think they might, but we'll have to wait and see. If there is anything interesting, they will probably do one more pass or two, just depending on all the gas and stuff they have left in the system. All right. So basically, this is a 65-mile-an-hour tropical storm here. This is a very impressive tropical storm, an actual strong tropical storm. Now, we're talking about some pretty strong RBG. Okay. Yeah, so this is your cloud tops, and this is very impressive here in the cloud tops. You can clearly see we do have some vigorous swirling in here. You easily know your center is not in this. It's somewhere deeper in this convection like this. So you got a very good CDO developing right over the center currently. And it's pretty impressive here as we're going to be watching the honest evolution of this, you guys. And look at this. We got a low-level center literally wrapping around the CDO right here. This is about to be a very interesting pass, in my opinion, of the recon. And I think we're going to find the lowest pressures and probably the strongest winds, even enough maybe to bump it up to 70 miles an hour by 2 a.m. Okay, that's going to be very interesting. But when we take a look at tropical tidbits, because we do have hurricane data that we have to continue to take a look, we're doing once again the same thing. And look at the GFS. GFS is trending with all the other models and then clearly doing something like this and then trying to do some other stuff like that. So we're going to have to wait and see how this continues to go as we are all right. So look at that. All right. Let's take a look at this. This is very important also. National Hurricane Center has this going borderline Cat 5, by the way. That's pretty impressive. Also, this is the CDO here of the true color, and you clearly see what a true color in the last recent little bit. You got your CDO back. This is probably nearing a 70-mile-an-hour storm. You got a very vicious CDO that has evolved right in the center area. Still a little bit having alignment issues. But according to the National Hurricane Center, they did say in their discussion here, reports from the aircraft reconnaissance of at 11 o'clock, so it's about an hour old now, indicates that Mellissa is still trying to get organized while the central pressure has fallen to 993. A tailed Doppler radar data from the NOAA aircraft shows 500 millibar center is displaced about 20 to 25 miles east-southeast of the surface temperature. So we still got about a 20 miles an hour difference, but this was an hour old. This discussion was made about an hour old, and I want to see how recon comes into this and see if we can actually start building a much better core here. So yeah, this is going to be very interesting data. I'm very interested on this data here as once again, we got very, very warm waters. Look at this, you guys. We are not even in the warmest waters. We are just inching its way right here. We are at about 29.5 to now almost 30 degrees Celsius. And once it enters this environment, this is where the warmest waters in the world is going to be located. Some very, very warm waters and a lot to take away. So for that being said, let's keep an eye on this. We got only 15 people here. Let's try and get some more people engaged with the weather here. If you guys would like to subscribe, that'll be very greatly appreciated. It'll really help the stream out a little bit more. also, I do want to talk about this here. Okay, that's some very interesting. I'm really watching a CDO develop. Wow. Look at that CDO just expanding pretty dramatic here now. You got some very, very vicious cloud tops really trying to rotate. You even got some vertical hot towers near the center here, as you can tell where the convection is spinning. You can see the convection actually spinning like this. So when you got a vertical hot tower going like this, that tells you your center is about here, all right? And you got thunderstorms actually trying to wrap around the low-level center. And that's actually probably helping to deepen the storm quite a bit. I'm very interested on what they're going to do in the beginning of this. Wow. Pretty crazy stuff here. All right. So let's go into some more current storms. I want to look at this. This was the latest hotograph here. You'd tell we had a little bit of a low-level center trying to develop there with a core. This was a little bit old though. This was about a few hours old now. So I'm wondering if we have any more new data on this. So let's go back here. I want to take a quick look at something else before we continue to do this. Is shear is actually a big thing too. So how's the shear, you guys, is a very big question. And yeah, shear has continued to die off here. We honestly have no more shear now really in this system. We got even less shear. You don't have these lines here. This is our environment, and look at that. We are in about 10 to about 13, maybe even up to 15 mile an hour shear. So it's pretty impressive, and it's definitely in the beginning of its strengthening here. So that's the latest shear right there, is continuing to lower, and I do think this is going to help that CDO tonight to extremely start to take under shape here, as I do believe. Once again, yeah, look at that CDO just really trying to wrap around here. You got this deep thunderstorm convection, and basically right now none of the chats are really going. Emo Thunder. Look at Mellissa. Oh, wow. We even got some deeper thunderstorms. I mean, this is pretty crazy. We got some really deep thunderstorms completely going over this this CDO and this low-level centers. Really starting to get a line. I wonder. Look at it. Recon's about to start going into the CDO. I wonder what their latest millibar pressures are going to be. I think they are going to drop dramatically. I think we're about to have the beginning, once again, phases of some intense development here. Look at this CDO that has pretty much developed right over this core very nicely here. This is probably near 70 mile an hour winds here tonight. That would be my greatest guess as of right now. Do you guys have any questions or concerns right now? Please let me know in the comments below. All right, so I'm going to take a look at some of the 18Z data here. We're going to actually take a look at the halves A here. I want to take you guys a look here in the halves model. I'm staying here for 0Z, by the way, but basically they do want in the next, this is by like 5, so this is a little bit old. This was like 5 p.m. So we'll be a lot closer, like 12. But it did want a 9:89 by 8 o'clock, and then a 9:88 by 11. So this will be 2 a.m. about 9:88. So not too much strengthening right now with this model. About in agreement here, but it definitely has, once again, tomorrow morning of some very interesting development. Okay. Okay. Let me answer some questions here. We got a lot of people here. Hello, Weather Kingdom. What is up, Trevor Tropics? Nice to see you. We are steadily gathering some interesting data here. Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. If you guys are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Our goal is to now 1,100 subscribers. That would be very greatly. And our ultimate goal is 2,000 subscribers. That'll be absolutely a crazy a goal that I would love to succeed in. But basically, they do have, by 11 a.m. tomorrow, this easily becoming a hurricane. And I do believe this will become a hurricane pretty close. Interesting, CDO. Look at that. By 2 p.m. tomorrow, this becomes a Category 2. This doesn't want to become a Category 3 until about tomorrow night. Alright. This will be impacting, once again, this is, if the halves is right, it will be starting to bring some showers and thunderstorms to Jamaica and the islands here. This will be bringing some gusty winds, tropical storm force winds, and some hectic issues that could be in the issues. Okay, quickly. Alright, so that's that. This is about 11 p.m. tomorrow. I wonder, do we have a Jamaica radar? Jamaica radar. Let's get some Jamaica radaring here. Not AccuWeather. I just want to see if we have any Jamaican radar here. Yes, Mallissa is now strengthening. Yes, correct. So I don't see anything there. Let's see if they might have something here. No. That's not good enough. I'm looking for some Jamaican radar here. It's not a high radar. If anyone has any weather radars, that'd be very greatly appreciated. Oh. I see. Yeah, Jamaica's not in it yet. That's why. But they did have Mallissa. I want to show you guys the bottom out peak here on Mallissa here. This is going to be very interesting, but we do have a 9:51 Saturday morning. So tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., Category 4 hurricane. I think that's very possible. And then it does have it becoming a Cat 4 on Saturday nights. Oh, wait. Today is, no, Sunday night. So this is about Sunday. So this is throughout Sunday morning here. This is Sunday morning according to the halves. You got very heavy rainfall in parts of Jamaica Islands here. You still got these rotating thunderstorms to the south here. You got even some probably tropical storm force winds here at this given point. You definitely got some very strong onshore breeze. You even got winds easily down to about, let's go a little bit better here. You easily got some very, very strong winds here. Malissa is strengthening, by the way. I will be doing my own forecast tonight. And by the way, I'm at 1,006 subscribers. Our goal is to 1,100. Thank you guys for all you guys' support and everything. That was very greatly appreciated. But it does have Mellissa pretty much rapidly strengthening even further. And this is by 2 p.m. on Sunday. You got very, very strong winds and heavy rain on the southern parts of Jamaica here, even into central, some showers and stuff. It does look like to me an eye wall merger might be starting here at this point with some of the rapid intensification here at this given point. This could bring actually some tornadic activity that some of the models do try and hook. I will be at least live for this as much as possible, and you can easily see this does now become a Category 5 by Sunday night. And then this is by Sunday, 2 in the morning. This is a full-blown Category 5, 928 millibars with a lot of showers and thunderstorms and hurricane conditions across Florida. Okay? That would be very crazy right here if this does happen. We'll also be showing you guys the rainfall here on this. So just give me a second. If you guys... Thank you. That is going to be some very interesting data right here. So this is Sunday at 2 in the morning. This is some of the wind gusts. You do got some hurricane wind gusts in some of these outer bands here, especially into the upper peaks in the mountains of Jamaica. You easily got a 150 mile an hour Category 5 hurricane here, just barreling towards the islands here. That'll be very interesting. And then we do see some even more strengthening here with the halves A. We actually get down to a by 5 a.m. on Monday morning, you guys. This is bringing still extremely strong impacts, but this is continuing to deepen here on Monday. So all weekend, this storm is going to be deepening and strengthening. And I'm very curious on the 0Z data. And then we do see some worsening trends. This does go down to a 924 at 11 a.m. on Monday. Looks like another eye wall merger, and it clearly does as we get a millibar pressure now about Monday night around 8 p.m. If this does happen, we will definitely be live. If the halves A is completely correct here, we'll be completely live this entire event. This is bringing probably devastating Category 5 hurricane force wind gusts already at this point on Monday night into the island here of Jamaica. And this, if you guys think this is bad, it actually deepens even a bit more. We actually get down to a 918. And at this point, this is a devastating Category 5 hurricane. You got winds easily topping as much as possible. You got winds topping 155 knots. This will be about 165 to 175 mile an hour winds, making landfall directly on the tip here of Cuba. And then it does begin the weekend into a 934. You probably got a now Category 4 hurricane as it made past Jamaica. And then it does try and deepen a little bit and then makes a landfall in Cuba here. And then in the Bahamas, probably about a Category strong 2 or 3 storm. And then it does look like the model wants to deepen this a little bit more as time goes on. This would bring very, very bad impacts with the moisture here. A lot of moisture. Look at all this deep thunderstorm moisture. This is some very solid core. I mean, you got a full out pinhole eye that develops. And some very interesting there. Look at that, an eye wall replacement cycle, or it looks to me an eye wall merger at this given point with the halves A model. This will not just bring devastating impacts, but this will pretty much put the island in a halt. I mean, this is a really bad case scenario. You're talking about easily here about 3 to 4 feet of rain across the entire island of Jamaica here at this given point, and even into Cuba about 1 to 3 feet of potential moisture. So that will be absolutely catastrophic at this given time, and we'll have to wait and see. But I want to see if we can get some better data here. Yeah, we're about to get some deepening pressures here. I would like to keep an eye on this. Look at that, you guys. We definitely have some beginning strengthening here. Look at that. We definitely got winds. We got the pressures going down. Look at that. Very solid and very nice here. I'm very wonder if we're going to see a wind spike right before that drop. I want to see how that core continues to look. Right from the beginning of the get-go, it looks pretty good here. But this looks like it's going to be more. It looks like they're going to go literally like this through the side. So we're about to get some very interesting data here on Mallissa. I wonder where this actual core is developed. If it's truly developing. So I haven't updated this in a hot minute. Let's see the latest coring there. And yeah, look at that, you guys. We really have a strong CDL, continuous convection, blowing up into the low-level center. You got a lot of rotating thunderstorms right in here. Once again, this is where I think the low-level center is, about here. So we continue to see. Thank you about that. Yeah, David is live right now. We are going to be live for the 0Z data here tonight. So stay tuned, you guys. That will be very greatly appreciated. Very interesting data. How is everybody's night going, by the way? That's a very good question. Look at that CDO really developing. I wonder what Recon's going to find. Let me know when... A CDO is basically a massive blob of convection. So basically what we are seeing right now in Mallissa is a massive CDO. So a CDO is basically an area of very, very deep thunderstorm cloud tops between 80 to 90 feet up in the air of cold cloud tops in the temps Celsius. And basically that is this entire thing. So CDO, what it stands for actually is, if you guys actually want me to find the exact term here. So CDO, meaning, I forgot the exact word to word, is collection depth, is weather. A central dense overcast. So basically a large area of thunderstorm surrounding a circulation. So a CDO is a center of circulation that is wrapping around. So I hope you understand what that means. You could easily see it in the visual here. That's formerly stationary. Is that an eye trying to form? No, that is not an eye trying to form. That is actually some deep thunderstorm convection. That is actually about 90 to almost 95 degrees cloud cold temps right there. An eye is not ready to form yet, but it is trying to get in a better environment. How do we know this is also probably strengthening? Is we got a lot of deep thunderstorm convection right around the center. How do I know this is potential center? Is look at this. You see this convection? See how it's rotating in itself? Look at that right there. You see that right there? That's according to the weather nerds there. You're good. Just come back and join the stream. I'll be live for quite a while here on this channel. By the way, if you guys would like to donate, that would be very greatly appreciated. I did just put a goal created, so that would be very awesome. Also, let's hit about 50 likes. That would be very greatly appreciated. That would be awesome if we could do that also. A lot of deep thunderstorm convection. I really wonder this latest recon. Oh, wait. Okay. So, yeah, look at this, you guys. We actually have a better alignment here. They kind of missed the center, but they did get down to a 986 now. Look at that, a 986 millibar extract pressure right here. A 986 millibars of a pressure reading right here. So that tells me a deepening course continuum. That will actually drop this quite a bit. Also, there is still not the best. It's still a little bit unstacked here. How do I know that is, you guys see this here? Look at the lowest winds. It's at 20 miles an hour right here. I don't know if this was the exact center. This was a peak. This was a peak. The lowest pressures were up in the 35 mile an hour winds. So my question is, did they hit the center exactly, or are they trying to circulate around this and see what is going on? Oh, thank you for subscribing. I was very thankful you in Jamaica. We will be live actually in your areas. Thank you for subscribing. That'd be very interesting. I would like to see the feed here. I wonder what the winds will be like here. I wonder what they're doing. Thank you for subscribing, by the way. Huh. We do have, okay, this is half speed. It actually is very interesting. By 2 in the morning, it does want to indicate a 980 millibar. If that's the case, you guys, look at this. This is not good. If this is the case scenario here. We do have a 995 actually right now. That is very valid right now on the half speed. Look at that, as 11 o'clock, it had 995, actually being a little generous. But look at that. At 980 by 2 in the morning. We're at a 986. And it's still about a whole nother hour. So it looks like the half speed might have just slammed perfectly aligned here with the alignment here on this is very scary. What this tells me is we're about to have some issues. This is about to be some interesting data here. Actually, I know weather.nerds do it now. I found that out. Malissa. Halves A is coming out now. It has it starting at a 991 millibars. Interesting. So it had it something like this. We're going to kind of look at some of this data here with you guys. So we're watching the hurricane models currently right now. So 993 in 12 hours. It wants a 982. So this is actually about like right now. Look at that. Really decent core right there. Huh. Look at that. A very interesting eye development right here at this given point. It's not a hurricane right now. Yeah, look at it. Generally has a 982. It's actually stronger and a little bit more south and east. So a little bit stronger, probably a little bit better. That's a little bit more worrying. Because a stronger run already has this becoming an easy 938. I wonder what this one's going to show. Yeah, all the hurricane models are starting to play this game here. $990 here. Yeah, we're about to get some interesting data here that's about to be given in. We don't got latest recon pass. That's the sucky part about this. All right. Look at that CDO right there. What a CDO. Oh, wow. Look at that. Yeah, this is definitely beginning to rapidly intensify here. Look at that at the end. You start to see, once again, that curvature banding around the center here of the eye. Microwave imagery did show an eye wall feature. It did. Yes, it did. We're currently taking a look at the latest 0Z data. If you guys are just tuning in to the stream here, we're taking a look at the latest data here. 988 millibars. We're about to have a long... $974. Wow. Yeah, wow. The halves model are going crazy right now. Look at this. This is actually the latest here. This has a 974 in about 13 hours. Look at that. This is a lot stronger than the last run. And it's all over here. So this is likely going to try and go sub 900. Or it's going to do something pretty crazy here. Alright. I just had to move that. Gerald. $988. Hmon. Wow, Hmon has index 18 hours and 966. We go to the last run here. It had a 972. And the 0Z Ron has it a little bit further south and it has a 966. So so far the hurricane models are coming in even stronger. That's worrying. We're at 972 with the half speed in 24 hours. At this time, we had a 980. So, yeah, we're running about 8 millibars faster of a drop with the half A, half speed, and Hammond model so far. That's not good. Okay. Okay. I don't know what they just did here. So it looks like, yeah, it looks like the alignment's happening, you guys. We're starting to see some very good surface conversations. Yeah, it looks to me some stronger winds are happening. I think what they're about to do is just do that. $980 in 18 hours. It had a 985. Yeah, so all the hurricane models are a lot stronger here, you guys. If you guys are new to the channel, please like, please subscribe. That would be very greatly appreciated. We are at about like 60 people watching. Let's get some more people watching and engage with the weather. It will help if we can get up to 40 to 50 likes. That'd be quite awesome here. Yeah, I hear that. Some talk about that. No, Mallissa is not creating an eye yet. But that CDO is continuing to wrap, and it looks like we're getting some more banding. So, yeah, there's definitely a inner developing core. That's why they keep going back and forth. They're seeing what's going on with the pressures and stuff and the coring, and some very valuable data for us right now. Does anyone have any questions? That'll be very greatly appreciated if you guys do. Yeah, look at that. 958 on the H-Mon. Right here. With, wow, interesting. Look at that right here. In the next 24 hours as a Category 4 almost. Look at that eye wall. Very impressive. Not good stuff. H1 didn't start, right? H1 did. H1 starting out as a 994. Last run at 995. So all the runs in the Hurricane models, once again, has trended stronger. $980. See, like 30 hours out, and here, this is half speed. Half speed has 972 in 3 hours, in 6 hours, and then in 30, it's at 963 millibars. So it's dropping dramatically in the latest model. I just hope that everybody survives on the island. Look at this CDO. A truly disaster CDO is just continuing to strike. We're about to see some even more intense convection in the center, you guys. Yep, look at that. We got some more deep thunderstorms developing in the center and an expanding CDO. That's pretty crazy. How's everybody doing tonight? Does anyone have any questions? Anyone? Yeah, this was last run. I think this would definitely be a little, I don't know. You got a rapidly strengthening storm here. H-Mon's a little bit more south, so that tells me that my worst case scenario is going to happen, you guys. This is literally what it's going to do, is go literally like south of Jamaica and then make landfall and do something like this. It could definitely bring the entire eye wall over Jamaica on the southern side and then turn north at the end. That's my fear right now. Oh, wow. You got now 2 vertical hot towers right here. Look at that, you guys. You got 1 dot right here, and you got 2 dots right there. Look at that. That's what you call vertical hot towers. Rotating around each other. If that actually does happen, then we definitely got a strengthening core here in this system. Also, we are at 1,009 subs, you guys. That's very greatly appreciated. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely getting a better alignment here. We're definitely, well, one thing we notice is we're seeing sharper gradients. We don't see it scattering like that. We're actually starting to see some pressure gradient in the low level and mid-level center. So that's very important. we will likely be having some. We will likely have a Category 1 hurricane tomorrow morning. At least a 75 or 80 at this given point, in my opinion. Does anyone have any questions or concerns? HMON, let's take a look. 954. Half speed. So we're at 963 and 24. We go to 957 right there. So in this region right in here, yeah, you got a pinhole monster. It looks like to me we are starting to see a little bit of an eye wall trying to develop. But yes, it definitely looks like we are starting to see a little bit of an eye wall trying to develop. That would be very greatly appreciated, everybody. Let's try and go into here. Malissa, satellite imagery. If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe and like.
Yeah, going out 20 to 30 knots. So the winds have increased on that quadrant. So the system is strengthening. I think it's strengthening. Sure. Alrighty, folks. I am so sorry.
We have now hit 1,010 subs. Let's try and hit 1,100 subs. That would be very greatly appreciated.
Before I do go, if you found this live stream very helpful with the information analysis on the storm in real time with mesophoto satellite imagery as well as recon data
Oh,
on this channel,
965 on halves A.
and you haven't been here before, please subscribe to the channel.
Last run was 961. And a little bit more south. Wow. This is not good. Look at this. How's everybody doing tonight? We are at 106 subs. Thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. We're also crushing it here already with 107 likes. I know everybody wants to go to bed. The landfall likely on Jamaica is becoming like 90% likely. This will likely make a landfall in Jamaica. The question is, the models keep trending worse. And that's the worry part, because when we take a look at the HMON, I mean, you got an HMON case scenario right here. In 30 hours, a 949 millibars in 30 hours. And you actually go to 948, making a potential landfall here, actually. You got a 948 millibar low on the HMON, making a landfall, but it's trended south with no eye wall replacement cycle. When we take a look at 18Z, 18Z was actually a little bit farther, and then it had that. That's interesting. I wonder, 42 hours out, it actually goes 962. So what the HMON does is comes in here. Let me mark this for you. HMON does something like this. Literally glides parts of Cuba right there as an easy monster storm. I'm doing alright. How are you guys? I'm doing all right. We're currently just taking a look at the models and the current recon and the CDO. Malissa. 983. 980. All right. It has 965. Wow. It goes from a 965 in 6 hours. It drops 20 millibars, you guys. Look at this here. You're talking about a 950 millibar hurricane just sitting off the coast here. Last run, when we took a look at it, I had it as a 960, and this is the halves A. You guys, the 0Z is 10 millibars stronger now than the last run on the halves A that showed a 902 millibars. I'm doing all right. This is going to be a catastrophic storm in the area tomorrow. No doubt about it. Wow, look at the halves A. Wow, you guys, look at this. Halves B has a 945 right here. Wow. The hurricane models are coming in even stronger. Let's go to 18Z. Look at this. 18Z was a little bit more south, but had a 954. This one has a 945. 9 millibars stronger. That's crazy. Oh, another hour came out. We're at a 943 millibars now. So, wow, a 943 millibar storm. But last one had a little bit more south. Yeah, the latest zeros he has a little bit further north. Crap. Oh, wow. The HMON, this is the HMON. It actually gets back over the waters. HMON does something like this. It literally comes in like this. And then literally dives back into here. That's pretty crazy, you guys. Also, we are at 121 views right now. Let's continue to bump this up. We are doing really good, everybody. If you guys are new to the channel, please like, please subscribe. Let's add to the channel. Let's get up to 1,100 subscribers. That would be very greatly appreciated. We are only 80 away. That would be an awesome milestone if we can do that, you guys. Let's do that. $9.44 with the halves A. Right here. 950 to a... Oh, that's going to be a tough one. I really wonder what these hurricane models are going to do. We're at 943 here on the half speed. So the half speed and half A is pretty close in with each other. Okay. Yeah, we are definitely starting to see some stronger. We are now getting winds up to about 65 knots here. On the southern side here of the CDL. So we're likely beginning to see some intensification here, but I'm pretty sure they're going to actually head out of this. I wonder if they are. Pretty crazy right now what we are seeing. I'm going to stay here for the hurricane models. We're not going to rush it. We're just going to take it easy. Yeah, look at this CDO just continuing to develop. Very strong CDO. Wow. We're at 54. Okay. We're at 934, you guys. 934 right here. Millibars, and it hasn't made landfall yet. Half speed has a 934, a Category 5 hurricane just off Jamaica. That's not good at all. Uh-oh. Herf has a 970 in 24 hours. Last run had a 967. So a little bit weaker on the Herf. We'll see if that's only one time frame. 944 in 42 hours. I keep doing that. Half speed is at 54. Look at that. That's pretty crazy right here. We currently got 130 people watching, you guys. That would be very greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. Let's try and get more people and engage with the weather, everybody. I would like you guys to subscribe and like. We are at 1,012 subscribers. Let's try and hit 1,050 subscribers. That would be awesome. Malissa on the H-Mon is weird. H-Mon does this. It literally comes in like this. And then does something like this. This will bring catastrophic impacts into the parts of the island here. That's H-Mon. I'm scared with these hurricane models. $934. So you got a Category 5 hurricane. Interesting. This is H-Mon. Has, yeah, 948. Literally glides, does a little loopy-loop, and then makes landfall again. That's crazy overrun. That'll bring major impacts. Actually, the latest H-Mon south. Interesting. Oh, look at that. Latest HERF model is also south. So the latest data is some of the data is coming a little bit more south, and it does look like we are at a 943 on the halves A here. Oh. Interesting. How's everybody's night going? $9.42 right here. It had a 934. Wow, 932, you guys, just south here, you guys. We got a 932 millibar Category 5 hurricane just south of Jamaica here. Look at that. 932 millibars, my bad. On the HERF is at 958 here. So this is definitely going to be intensifying here. Oh, I agree. I wonder what's Recon going to do. Nice to see you watching from Kingston, Jamaica. I hope this information's helping you out. I'm trying to give you guys the best information. Let's just say this is a very, very bad CDO. Wait. I thought the halves... Wait. Yeah, 54 hours. 939 on the halves A. 944. 944. And then in 54 hours, just south of there, a 939 borderline Cat 5. 932 millibars. Just south of Jamaica here. And 934, it dropped to 932 millibars. Very bad hurricane. Also, we are at 1,013 subs. We have gained a lot of subs today. 13 subs so far today. So let's keep going, Weather Kingdom. Let's just keep crushing and rolling here. $9.39. So we're just waiting on that. It's because it's making landfall in Jamaica, but it's still very powerful. You still got a Category 5 hurricane hitting directly into. Yeah, the hurricane models are stronger in the latest data today. Yeah. This is model update. Wow, 924 millibars, you guys. We are now at a 924 millibars with winds up to 145 knots. This is a full-blown Category 5 hurricane just south of Jamaica. Hey, Anthony, nice to see you. Yeah, that's not good. We are at 924 millibars. And we just dropped. It looks like it's going to go to that 924 millibars. Not good. Yep, 924 millibars right there. You're at 936 here. So you're also dropping from 944 to 939 and then 936. Yeah, so as it stalling just to the south of Jamaica here. That's pretty crazy. So if you guys are in Jamaica, please prepare. This is looking like a very ugly situation for you, as the latest model has it just stalling just to the south of you guys, basically moving at 1 mile an hour to the north at you guys. So not good. I wonder, is Recon going back into this? I don't think I don't know if Recon's finished. I hope not, but I have a gut feeling they are. It sucks, though. I don't want them to finish. It's not there yet with an eye. What's actually about to happen, we're having, it's having glimpse of eye, but it's not yet. It's not there yet, you guys. It does have a really nice CDO. Yeah, more Kingston side. Correct. My question is it done? The recon. Look how slow it stalls as a Cat 5. Look at that. Literally sits and stalls off the coast of Jamaica. Correct. How is she? CDOs, yeah, it's looking great. Okay, so a CDO, I just mentioned this before. A CDO is essential dense overcast. It's basically a large area of showers and thunderstorms circulating convection around the center. That's what a CDO is. This is a CDO meaning from Google. They do say a large area of showers and thunderstorms surrounded of a circulation of a center of a tropical storm or strong subtropical or featuring in the determined. So what I'm talking about when I talk about CDO, it's this massive blob of convection right here. It's under the center. That's what you call a CDO. So keep that in mind. If you guys are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. That'd be very greatly appreciated. We are now at 115 subscribers. Thank you guys for all the support. That is awesome. How's everyone doing right now? Yeah, look at 932 millibars. About a category 5, as much as it gets. Yeah, look at that. It wants to make landfall on this side. That's crazy. No, it's not another invest behind it. There's no more tropical storms behind it. Look at that. 172 knots. Closer to Jamaica. That's pretty intense right there, you guys. If you guys are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Yeah, I think Recon's done, you guys. Recon's done. So we won't get another Recon until like 9 in the morning. Herf has a 947 making landfall on the southern side. That's very interesting. I'm scared. Am I about to see something? Let's go look at Pivotal. Oh, Lord. I'm about to be scared what the European is showing. Also, we have hit 140 views now watching. This is awesome. Thank you for everybody watching in this update. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. It likes a southern solution. And I can't lie, the Euro has done a really good job with picking out this storm. Look at the CDO. So beautiful. Yeah, you got a lot more convection expanding. Yeah, that tells me the shear is really dying. So we definitely are going to soon just start seeing this. May give a, hate to say it. Yeah, it might try. I wish recon wasn't done. Halves A. $932. Convection's blowing up. Shear is waning. Shear's dying. Actually, when we take a look at the shear, this is her. This was about an hour ago, you guys. An hour or two ago. It was actually in some green. Favorable conditions. That's about 15 knots of shear. So, actually, this is only in like 10 to 15 knots of shear. That's about 20 miles an hour shear. Halves A has it literally making landfalls like a Cat 5, and then, wow, a lot of impacts. There's really nothing else to really talk about, you guys. It's really nothing else we can kind of talk about. I mean, we are crushing it already tonight. We have hit 1,017 subscribers. That is awesome. That is great. If you guys are new to the channel, please like, please subscribe. That would be very greatly appreciated, as we got 133 people here. Also, we are going to be going live tomorrow morning around like 9 or so in the morning. I would like to do a morning live stream. So if you guys are tuning in, please check out the tomorrow morning stream. That would be a very great thing. We're currently watching the development of a monster. Trust me, I love tracking these storms. Yeah, we are really dealing with some vertical hot towers. I can see a hurricane by 11 a.m. easily. Actually, speaking of that, National Hurricane Center. What are they going for with the track and everything? They show a 75-mile-an-hour storm by 8 a.m. All right. I think that's actually about true right there. I think we can see that. I mean, with the CDO, I mean, it likely will, you guys. I mean, we've seen this many times go crazy. Wow. I don't think it's gonna be a category 2, at all. We are definitely in the beginning stages of RI, definitely. How's everybody night going, you guys? Yeah, convection's really blowing up. Also, we have now hit 20 subscribers today. We are now at 1,020 subs. That is very greatly appreciate you guys. You guys are continuing to blow up Weather Kingdom's team. That is awesome. Let's do it, Weather Kingdom. I believe we can do it. Oh, wow, yeah. That is not a good sign. Oh, wow, this CDO is expanding like crazy. That is worrying, you guys. I'm going to end the stream soon because I am getting very tired. And I would like to take a break from this. I know we are going to be live in the morning. Trackedness, recon's done. Pretty much all the information is kind of just done at this given point. Hey guys, I'm going to be ending the stream. If you guys are new to the channel, please like, please subscribe. That would be very greatly appreciated. Our goal was to 50 likes. We also hit that. And also, my goal was to at least 110 subscribers. We actually hit 1,020. Let's actually try and hit 1,030 or even 1,050. I know we don't got that many people on here right now, but you guys, we have continued to crush it. I just want to say thank you guys to all you guys' support. You guys have been awesome on this channel and giving all this love support. Thank you.